So I've been running a lot this year and Alex has been cycling a lot, and I thought, why not put the two together and do an adventure race? A 5-hour event where we'd have to both run, both cycle, and not lose each other in the process. What could possibly go wrong?
But I didn't do my hair.
So, adventure racing, what is it? Well, the term is actually quite broad and it can cover a lot of things, but typically teams race over the wilderness over a period of about a couple of hours to even a couple of weeks over a variety of different disciplines, which can include trail running, trekking, mountain biking, various forms of paddling, and sometimes even other extreme things like horse riding, abseiling, and so on. In the UK, it's not quite as popular, so events here typically tend to be running, cycling, and sometimes kayaking. In our case, we didn't do the last of these just because the event that we entered was a winter event where there wasn't any kayaking. Now, my original intention was just to make a vlog of this event, but unfortunately we lost quite a lot of our footage in a SD card snapping incident, which we don't talk about. So that's why I'm sitting here filling you in on some of the details in between. But just to get us going, I'll let Sophie and Alex from the past kick off their first adventure race experience. Hello, we're at our first ever adventure race, organised by Questars. We are going to be running first and then cycling. We've just marked our routes on the map and we have 10 minutes before we're going to be disqualified for not crossing the starting line, so I think we have to get going.
Yeah, and it's cold.
It is very cold. So the way the race works is you get given a map at the beginning with a bunch of checkpoints on it. I was going to show you the map now, but unfortunately I forgot it, so hopefully I can insert a picture. And on the map, some of the checkpoints are marked as running and some are marked as cycling. So you can only collect checkpoints when you're doing the appropriate discipline. And throughout the course of the 5-hour race, you can switch between running and cycling once. So you have to do half the race running, half the race cycling, but you can switch at whatever point you want. So you can spend a bit more time doing one of the disciplines than the other if you prefer. As I said in the vlog, we set off running first, so I'll show you a bit of what that was like. Okay, so we found about 3 checkpoints. We're doing the run section first. I feel like it's going well, to be honest. I feel like we're destroying the competition.
Yeah, we've overtaken a few people walking, but we did leave last.
This way. Yeah, we did leave very near the end. We took a very long time, mostly because Alex was doing a big poo in the toilet. Well, I assume that's what he was doing anyway. Currently running on a very nice squelchy path. But at least for now, it's not raining. But it probably will, so... Oh god. Okay, I can't really run and vlog on this ground, so... let's carry on, and we'll provide some more updates in a bit. There's a friend over here as well. Friend on the path, but we're going this way. Yeah. So we're not going to say hi to our friends. Hello, hi friends. So in our original plan, we were going to cycle for more of the time than run, because I think Alex thought that you can cycle faster than you can run. But unfortunately it was very wet on the day, and we'd already determined a few weeks before that I'm not very good at cycling in the mud. So since Alex had taken quite a lot of opportunities to make fun of my poor cycling ability, I also took the opportunity to bully him during the running segment of our actual race.
So this is meant to be a team activity. Look at Sophie just...
Why are you running so slowly, huh? You struggling with the hill? Slow boy, slow boy. Run faster. Although the race had got off to a good start, it wasn't long before things started to go a bit wrong. The run we planned was 18k, which was by far the furthest Alex had ever run. And as you'll see in the next clip, we didn't bring any snacks with us, so we were starting to struggle a bit of the way through. Apparently Alex is bonking.
Sophie persuaded me not to bring any snacks.
I don't feel like you need snacks on a run.
I'm so hungry.
We can snack when we transition to the bike.
We're running for 2.5 hours. We need snacks.
Well, 2.5 hours is quite a long time, so you could be right.
In the end, we made it back to the transition area, having collected all but 2 of the running checkpoints, which we thought was a pretty solid effort. From this point onwards, I do have a few less vlogging clips, but trust me when I say that the transition to the bike was absolutely horrible. So we haven't done a very good job with the vlogging because we're trying to win. Yeah.
Are we?
The transition period absolutely sucked. I was freezing to death and it was just chucking with rain and we were starving, so I was like munching a million Snickers bars. Now we've been cycling a while. The cycling is going okay. I feel positive because it's dry and we've snacked, so we're not hungry anymore. We're definitely not hitting anywhere near as many bike checkpoints as run checkpoints, but
Sophie goes into useless mode on the bike.
what do you mean? We've been on the road most of the time, so
Yeah, on the muddy bits.
we've not really done much muddy bits, but yeah, I think we just spent a lot more time running than we're going to spend cycling, so we're just not getting as many checkpoints, but I feel like we accumulated loads running anyway, so we're probably going to win, right?
I don't know. Everyone
Well,
we met overtook us.
Let's see. No, we overtook
Okay,
those
let's go,
old
come
people
on.
running.
Yeah, there's all.
Okay, let's go. We only managed to accumulate about 4 bike checkpoints before we were starting to run out of time, so we made the calculated decision to pelt it to one last bike checkpoint, which was worth a hefty 25 points. We then had to rush back to the finish line to try and make it in time for the 5-hour cutoff, but unfortunately we were a little bit late and ended up accumulating 25 time penalties, which essentially eradicated the effort we made going for the last checkpoint. At this point, we're pretty happy to have finished, and we collected some final, very flattering vlog footage. So we finished, yay! We didn't get any finish line footage because it was a bit hectic. There were like 3 other teams finishing at the same time, and then we had to queue for a photo. We got back a bit late, so we did accumulate some time penalties, but now we're having some nice warm food. And that's really making me very, very happy. So we'll find out soon if we've won. I'm sure we have. And yeah, I'll update you on whether that's the case or not. But right now, we're very happy. Well, I'm very happy because I'm dry and warm, and I'm eating warm food.
I'm very wet.
You're not quite. Yeah, I think you're a bit wetter than I am. But yeah, woo! That's probably the longest exercise either of us has done in a very long
That's
time.
the longest run I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, that was a lot. And we came, drumroll, last. There were actually different categories for the awards, and we were classed as a mixed team, of which there were only about 8 taking part. So as I'm sure you can agree, last is a fantastic achievement for our first adventure race, and I think we'll only go on to improve in future attempts. If you'd like to try adventure racing yourself, there's only a few providers in the UK. So the one that we were racing with was Questars, who run quite a lot of weekend events that last for a couple of hours. It's a great place to start, and I highly recommend them because they ran an amazing race while we were there. There's also Burn Series, who do shorter races as well, although they're not running as many this year. Another company, Rat Race, do events both in the UK and abroad, which tend to be multi-sport and often multi-day events, but those are typically non-competitive, if I remember correctly. And then finally in the UK, there's the one big adventure racing event which takes place over several days, which is the Atera Light race. This typically involves not just running and cycling, but also forms of paddling and sometimes special stages as well. So last year they had abseiling, for example, and I think it might be a while before Alex and I are ready for that, but I'll keep you posted. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch my YouTube video. I hope you learned a bit about adventure racing and it's something that you will consider in the future. If not, come back here to watch me and Alex do it and probably make a fool of ourselves coming last again. Bye!